Friends, Romans, and Patriots. Lend me your ears and strap on your tinfoil hats because it's time for the Gay Frog Chat. Gay Frog Chat is brought to you by, what the fuck is that thing? Is that a
40 round?
That's a 74 mag, yeah?
That's
45 round RPK mags.
Ah, very nice. Very nice. Ooh, Bakelite.
I picked these up whenever they're like $20. Each one now is probably going for about $200.
You should sell them to people for
No.
$200.
Why? It's no.
And then buy
It's not
something
worth it.
cheaper that works just as well.
Yeah, like this Pro Mag one.
Yeah, like that one.
It holds 45.
Yeah, like that one.
And that's a 7 and 6. That's about $1 a round now.
Yeah, I wish I got... Dude, that's something I regret is not getting an AK-74 and a bunch of 7N6 when it was cheap. Because I decided to go the AK-47 and 7.62-39 route method. And you can still get that shit for decent prices. The 7N6 has gone... Like, what was it? Like $70 for like 1,000 rounds back in the day? Like 7 cents a round?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, like you could just stock the fuck up on that shit for basically nothing.
I have 12 tins in my other room.
Damn. Yeah, I got a few Red Army boxes, but I was trying to save them for my next, just in case James Yeager came back in town. Well, it's not going to happen anymore.
Yeah, you should probably stop waiting.
So it's just got to be shit hits the fan or range time.
So we're going to be talking about guns tonight, man. I never even got through my spiel. Friends, Romans, and Patriots, lend me your ears and strap on your tinfoil hats because it's time for the Gay Frog Chat. Gay Frog Chat is a weekly panel discussion where we go chin deep into a different conspiracy or topic. Tonight, we're going to be talking about guns. That's it. That's all. Just guns. We're going to be looking at pictures of guns. We're going to be looking at things that are memes that are guns. We're going to be looking at superhero guns. We're going to be looking at like guns, like, you know, like this gun right here that's a gun. Look, it's a gun. Ooh, look at that. There's a magazine for your gun that can go in a gun and shoot things out of a gun because it's cool because we like guns. But anyway, I want to go ahead and say hello to everyone on the panel. We are joined by Mandrake. How do you do, sir?
I'm doing good.
Muy bien. Did you get that pussy under control?
Yeah, I did. She's all right. I kicked her out of the room.
Nice. Very nice.
That's how you handle it. You just put them out.
Stop showing off, Foos. Fuck you. Foos is here showing off his fucking biddles.
Oh, man.
This is primers.
Yeah, that's just primers. Each one of those is like 1,000.
1,000 primers, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You got Revo in the house in the hizzy.
What up? I'm on my tablet today, so just trying stuff out.
No worries. Sounds a bit muffled, but it's acceptable. It's acceptable. We've got the king of Sir Stroman himself, Corey. How do you do, Corey?
Doing good, brother. Doing good.
So before we get going with guns, I did want to show this to Corey.
Fucking asshole.
Because I just learned that Corey doesn't like spiders, especially the kind that have the babies on their backs like this.
My wife would scream running up the hill at that night.
I'm gonna break my foot off up in your ass. Motherfucker.
Next time you see them.
Yeah. Do you guys remember that episode of South Park where they went to P.F. Chang's because the Chinese were taking over and Cartman was like trying to fight against them and he brought Butters with him and gave Butters a gun and Butters kept shooting people in the dick? Well, Pepperidge Farm, remember?
I don't remember that.
There's no sound. Don't worry. You're not missing anything. God damn it, Butters. You can't go around shooting people in the dick.
Oh, fuck.
I found this too. What was Batman? Was it a Colt 1907 or some shit like that? I forget what it was.
Yeah, he used to have a revolver for the most part.
Well, no, he originally had like a 1911 gun.
Yeah,
so-
it was whatever was before the 1911. It was like the 1907 or 1908 or
1909. Well, there's a 1905, I think, or 1900.
Yeah, it's basically a 1911 without it had a longer slide and a shorter grip, and it didn't have the grip safety on it, and
And had the
certain
cross
things.
pin at the beginning, at the end of the barrel.
Right, and it came off the back, not the front. It was just like a little bit backwards in a lot of ways, but mechanically on the inside, it had the tilting bolt or tilting barrel mechanism with the locking lugs on the slide and all that stuff. So it's basically a
Colt
1911.
Colt 1900.
That's the one.
Yep, I'm looking at it right now.
Never seen an episode of South Park. Fucking what the fucking shit?
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
I don't know, man. They've been making videos.
I mean, unless you're like really young or something, then
Yeah,
okay.
either he's a fetus or he lived under a rock.
He's a fetus that lives under a rock. These are expensive though, because they didn't make very many of them. So if you find one of these, they're like fucking expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Colt 1903, is that it? Whatever. Oh, we were talking about the RoboCop gun. This is a crude picture of it, obviously.
Yeah.
But isn't that fucking cool? I'd love to have a RoboCop gun.
Fuck yeah.
What's that made off of?
I think it's
I'll
a
take
Desert
it.
Eagle.
It's a Beretta.
No, it's a Deagle.
No.
No,
That's an Auto
look at that cross pin above the trigger. That's a
That's
Beretta.
a, that's a Beretta. That's an Auto 9 by RoboCop.
Yeah, that's a Beretta.
Okay, I'm wrong about things sometimes. I'll admit it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's RoboCop Auto 9. And, yep, that is definitely iconic there.
I mean, you're just a waiter, so we cannot expect too much out of you.
Don't say that about me. Fuck you. The 93R, that's not even a thing. All right, we were talking to Duke before the chat about ISIS captured weapons. And it used to be that you'd have all of these like AK-47s and stuff like the guy has on his shoulder right here, and like Russian RPKs and fucking weird shit from Russia. But nowadays, what do they have? Oh, look, this is all American stuff and tourniquets and magazines and backpacks and fucking rocket launchers and whatever the fuck this thing is. What is that? I don't even know. Like a radio?
Yeah. that's what
Like
it's
the
like.
grenades and smoke bombs?
That's a law. That rocket launcher, that's a law. LAW.
Yeah.
Yeah, it even has like, here's the list of stuff that is in this batch of goods from America that America paid for. Thank you, tax-paying American person.
You're welcome.
Did we actually pay for that, or did they just print off more money and say, "Hey, we're going to pay for this"?
Well, I'm sure our children are going to pay for it at some point with inflation. But yes, I think the second one. And look, they've even got an American flag and all that stuff just to prove where it came from.
American flag made in China.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Probably,
Right.
honestly.
Literally.
I hope they still make some American flags in America.
That's how ass backwards America
They-
is.
They do. They're about $200.
Yeah, they're doing. Oh, I guess I got to look at that one at some point and see if it has a "Made in America" thing on it or whatever. Oh, you can't see it. There we go. America, fuck yeah, coming again to sick your motherfucking ass, yeah.
Actually, a 3 foot by 5 foot embroidered American flag is $30.
You just look it up right then.
Yeah. The 6 by 10 is 78.
I thought this was interesting. Like in America, everyone's like, "Oh, you can't have guns. Civilians can't have guns and carry them around and stuff." In Israel, the fucking medics have guns because they're going into like live shit, and they better have something with them to protect themselves while they're trying to save a life. And I thought that was fucking hardcore.
Right.
Like, look at these
They're
dudes.
used to carrying guns.
I know when I was in EMT, there was many of us that wish we could fucking carry always going to the fucking bad areas and shit, dangerous calls.
Well, I mean, it'd be one thing in America. I've seen it. I've heard of it anyway, often enough, where like an EMT will have, like, I don't know, something like this, on them in their pocket, or like in their fucking ankle carrying it or something like that, so it's out of the way, but they have something on them.
Mm-hmm.
In Israel, they've got fucking M16s like rolling around.
They ain't fucking around.
Nope, they
Yeah,
can't.
I can look up teachers with M16s too. Yeah.
Yeah, that too. That's the other thing. You ever hear about school shootings in Israel? No, you don't, because the teachers got motherfucking M16s. Like, you want to solve
I wouldn't doubt it.
the school shooting problem? Like, start doing that shit. Like, which teacher has an M16? I don't know.
To solve the shooting problem, say our teachers are armed. We don't know which ones are, but we're not. They're allowed to carry. Done.
Yeah, we don't know which ones, and neither will you.
There's actually a school. I forgot what. I think it was North Carolina, but there's a sheriff's department that is stashing ARs or M16s by a school on school grounds in a locker. So just in case shit goes down, they have easy access to weapons.
Yeah, they honestly should. It should be like a fire extinguisher or something in like the fucking main office, or like the gym teacher has them or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Or honestly, it should be if you're licensed to carry a CCW, a concealed weapon, then you should be able to do that in school as a teacher or a parent or whoever else. Because statistically, CCW holders are less likely to commit a crime than a police officer.
Yep.
And we let police officers carry in schools, so
I did not know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Well, I mean, think about this: like, how many police officers have been charged with domestic violence?
A lot of them.
A whole bunch of them. Are they still
Yeah.
allowed to get a gun?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you want to buy a gun and you've been charged with domestic violence, can you get a gun?
Nope. Fuck you.
Red flag.
Midget with Carrot Cake says, Ohio Patriots here. Midget with Carrot Cake says, had to set up an event in West Hollywood for a trans march. Had to hold my tongue so I wouldn't get fired. Dude, I had a party of, it was a graduation party, right? 60 people. Like, what is this? It's fucking, it's like November 4th or whatever. Why are we having a graduation party at this time of year? Oh, it was a police officer who just got through basic training or whatever the fuck they call it.
Okay, that's called you're now qualified for a job. That's bullshit. I mean, that's what you get whenever you have kindergarten and first grade and second grade graduation parties. Fuck that shit.
Like,
That
congratulations.
should be normal. We need to
Speaking of
normalize that shit.
Speaking of armed teachers, I don't know if any of you guys remember the original 1980s 21 Jump Street show.
Oh fuck yeah, I love that show.
Yeah, there was an episode where there was every other episode a freaking armed there's a kid who goes armed and freaking takes hostages in school. There were two teachers that were armed and they got arrested by the undercover cop during the freaking hostage situation. Huh? What the fuck?
Lawfully Armed says, we have lots of armed teachers in my part of Arkansas.
Oh, you just pissed them off, Dad.
Not legally able to take them into school, but yeah.
Is that federal? Is that a federal law?
I think so.
Well, I know they're pushing, and actually some schools are actually sending teachers to the training and carrying on campus, but that no one knows who it is except for the superintendent and principal.
It depends on state by state. Ohio passed a law this year allowing armed teachers now.
And Colorado never will because they're fucking pussies.
I think Arkansas did the same as well.
Illinois need to do it.
Yeah, right.
Colorado's like a freaking temple in the middle of the country. It's like, dude, everyone, you are surrounded by pro-gun states. What the hell are you doing?
Ghost Shadow dropped in 5 and said, "You've seen teachers on TikTok. Would you trust any of them with a gun?" No, there should be an amendment to that law.
Not the
that
ones on
passed.
TikTok.
Yeah, if you're on TikTok, you can't have a gun. Sorry.
Yeah.
No. I think I disagree. If you're able to carry, you should be able to carry.
That was a joke. Jesus Christ.
And you know what? A lot of communist teachers on TikTok is like, isn't one of the biggest principle of communism is never give up your gun?
Oh shit, Corey's out there. Other Corey number 2.
There you go.
Corey and Nature is the Answer says, "Still using the war flag on the wall, huh?" Yeah. That is the war flag, we learned. How's it going, Honda? Hope all is well. Sorry, I'm not hopping on, but we'll keep you tabbed. Right on, man. That's cool. I understand. People got shit they got to do.
Well, I ordered a couple of those mags, so I guess I'll check them out and see how they are.
Daniel dropped in 5 and said, "Our local school has signs on every door that say teachers and faculty are armed and willing to do whatever it takes to protect our students."
Yeah.
But yeah,
What state?
he's
Texas.
in Texas.
Texas?
Of
Yeah.
course, it's
Whatever.
Texas.
Well, and that's the thing, dude. Like, how many school shootings have happened at a school that has like that kind of protection? And you can point at Uvalde, right? But they didn't have that kind of protection. The teachers didn't have guns in Uvalde. And then the police show up, and what do? Wait in the fucking hallway for 45 minutes while kids are getting murdered, while the guy with the gun is screaming down the hallway saying, like, "Fuck you, try and stop me. Cap, 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 cap. Just killed another kid. Ha, 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 ha." And the police officers are like, "Oh, we got to wait for backup. There's only 12 of us." Like, fuck you, you pussies.
Well,
Pussy
like that one cop, that wanted to go in, and they stopped him, took his gun away, and fucking sent him back outside.
Yeah, and meanwhile, his wife died, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the deal? Because he wanted to save his wife because his wife was a teacher there?
She was bleeding out.
That's a good question. Grumpy Bear says, "Why is the standard capacity to a modern rifle 30 rounds?" Because that was what the most, what do you call this? It's more than enough for most engagements that the military accepted without being too much for it to be carrying around a gun,
I like
I
my
think
40-rounders. I would get some fucking drum mags if they were cheaper, but they're goddamn like $100 for a drum mag, and it's just not worth it.
Yeah, and I like the 40-round mags. I want to get more 40s.
Yeah.
There's also reliability issue on drum mags too. I mean, I would like to get for $50. I can get a drum mag for my Glock that I can put on my XR. So, but it's just about reliability as well.
So get a 40 rounder, and then you can get +5 extensions.
Yep. +5.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So you do that, you're 5 rounds less than a drum mag for a quarter of the price.
Yeah.
I got to get some 5-round extensions. That's a great idea.
John says, raise the standard capacity to 50. Oh, sure. That means it's going to be mostly drums now.
NC Lucky says about 90% of cops shouldn't carry a firearm. They can't shoot. Yeah, there was a shooting in Denver recently where the cop shot like 60 rounds, didn't hit the bad guy, if I remember correctly, and injured like 6 bystanders.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Whatever, what are you going to do? Hey, what's up, Infernus?
How much, man? How you doing?
Hey, Infernus.
Check this out. This is what is it called? A Lee Navy lever action.
Mm-hmm.
So this, I think it's just a prototype, or like when they went from single shot, like trapdoor type shit, and they were trying to go to like a, multi-shot gun. They would take a lot of the older guns that they had and try to do conversions on them. But look at this thing, dude. That's fucking cool.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, that's janky as fuck looking. But still, it's a conversion. What do you want? What do you want from me?
What caliber?
Lee Navy? Wouldn't that be 30-06?
No, Lee Navy would be
303.
303.
Okay. Well, there you go. And look at this guy in the mirror. That's the first thing I saw.
Big old titties.
What's funny is I have this exact same gun. It's an air rifle. Ruger makes air rifles, if you didn't know, that shoot pellets.
How did you get my picture?
You really let yourself go there, Foos.
Big as hell.
Got to stop eating them all those biddles. You'll need some new britches.
Fucker.
Oh,
I'm telling you, next time I see you, I'm gonna break my foot off in your ass.
I don't think he's gonna be able to hold that up for very long.
Oh yeah, Corey.
Asshole.
Hold on, I got something else for you. Where is it?
These nuts. Got him.
I have no context for this clip. I just thought it was funny. I got to show it too. Why not? Because we're doing clips right now. And then there's this one too. Again, no context. I mean, it's funny, but there's nothing really going on to like make me bring this up or lead into this. So non sequitur.
I'm running to serve Pennsylvania.
Oh man, don't mess with him, man. Mr. Fetterman.
Like as a person, yeah, I agree. Don't mess with him. As a politician, get the fuck out of there and make way for someone who has the mental capacity. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's If you can't keep a sentence going on like me, like you can't be a politician. I wouldn't be a politician because I can't.
Yeah, you shouldn't be a politician either, Foos. Like honestly,
I know.
After that sentence,
I know.
Like sit back down. I'm just kidding.
I am sitting down.
Oh, good. Thank God. Thank God for that.
Hey, you see, you're looking at me.
Oh, it's true. You're right here.
Damn it.
Oh shit! John Brown says Lee Navy was 6mm. Oh, that's right. Because the Lee Navies, they were meant to like shoot further, so they had like that super high pressure fucking like skinnier bullet or whatever that would shoot the barrels out in like 100 rounds.
Was it like 283 Patterson?
I don't remember. I need to watch Forgotten Weapons more to remember that one.
Either way, it was a fucking cool rifle.
Lee caliber is a 6mm.
Which one would you rather have? A Mosin sniper or a Springfield?
Mosin sniper.
Springfield all fucking day. Sorry.
Is that that might be a Springfield, but that doesn't look like a Springfield with that stock. That looks like a Mauser.
Maybe it's a Mauser. No, you're right. That is a Mauser. That is a Mauser with that fucking stuff, that cutout. You're right. You're right.
But the action, the safety on the action doesn't look like Mauser. It doesn't have the flag. That's a Franken gun. I don't know what the hell that is. But it's 30-06 ammo right next to it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's interesting.
It doesn't say. It doesn't say what's what. I mean, I know obviously this is a Mosin sniper.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I thought it was a Springfield just looking at it, but I didn't really look at it enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a Mosin.
Those Mosins are fucking cool, don't get me wrong.
You know what? That might be a Mosin with the safety all the way on safe. Because it'd be on the other side.
Yeah, it still pisses me off that table disappeared right when you were showing me where those cheaper Mosins were at fucking
They weren't even that cheap. They were still like $700, like $600 or something like that is what he wanted, wasn't it? Like they were pristine. They were good-looking Mosins that looked like they hadn't been issued, that the bluing was perfect, that the wood didn't have a scratch. Like they were great-looking Mosins.
Yeah.
But they weren't cheap either. They weren't like $200 Mosins like back in the day.
No, but for they were on the cheaper side at the show.
Yeah, for the fucking rip-off gun show, yeah, they were cheap for that.
Mm-hmm.
For the, like, rape me in the ass, like, crack an egg in my butthole and dick me down fucking price, yeah.
Oh, come on now. Come on. They wouldn't waste
You would know from experience.
They would not waste that egg.
I want to crack an egg in your asshole and dick you down until it's scrambled.
It was that kind of
That sounds awesome.
That's funny.
No.
Dude, check these fucking things out.
Whoa.
This is a chick sniper in Ukraine. What are these?
Oh, it's Tony Mike's?
14
are
by
those
114 with silencers. They each weigh 25 kilograms. I don't know what a kilogram is, but there's 25 of them.
Kilogram is 2.5 pounds. So that's about a 75. No, about mid 60 pound gun.
Yeah, like 62 pounds, 62 and a half pounds, if your conversion's correct.
Yep.
Calhoun says, I bought my Mosin for $100 when I was 18 years old. There you go, man. See, and like I bought mine and then I fucking chopped it up and drilled some holes in it and fucking, freebase some paint on top of it and shit. And then everyone made fun of me. So I gave it to Matt and spent a bunch of money to give it to Gun Library Garrett. You're welcome, Garrett. He says it's his favorite gun to shoot, actually, because we set it up like a scout rifle or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah. And then put a Boyd stock on it. And
Yeah, you fucker couldn't sell it to me, could you?
no, because it was a gun giveaway, not a gun sale.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
Plus, I spent like $600 something after everything with the gun, like not even including the gun on all the upgrades for it. So that was not a cheap gun.
Damn.
Oh, what you got, Revo? A moist nugget?
Yep, it's my moist nugget.
Oh shit!
It is my slightly bubbed Mosin with a scope. I replaced the front sight post with a rail, and apparently when I showed this first time when I did this, I showed up people on the internet, and some people told me that there's a special place in hell for me for doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, there is. That just opens the door a little bit wider.
Yeah, that gave you the key.
Well, if you don't want it, I'll take it off your hands.
Oh, I love this thing.
That's a nice looking garbage rod there. I like it.
Now, I am planning on trying to chop this up and put a muzzle brake on this, which is going to piss a lot more people off.
You can get those muzzle brakes that just go over the fucking front sight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. I just, I don't. Okay, some people really get mad at me about this, but I just feel like the barrel's a bit long. I mean, I can get a front sight muzzle brake, not a problem, but I don't know. I just something more compact, I guess.
Was that a 9130 or was that an M44?
9130. M44 is going to be shorter barrel.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to piss people off, you'd cut it off at like an angle so that it's like a bayonet barrel, That'd be
cool. No, it's a slant brake.
There's a reason no one takes gunsmithing advice from you, Honda.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
I found some brass for the 54R brass, and I've been when I was able to reload. I practiced with this, and the rounds I had cowboy loads for this thing.
Why aren't you able to reload anymore?
I'm out of primers.
Primers.
Oh, Foos, hook him up, bro.
Large pistol?
Whatever Mosin takes.
I use rifle.
Large rifle.
Large rifle, yeah.
I use large rifle primers.
See,
I'm looking for a pistol. Yeah.
If the Second Amendment was still a thing, like really, honestly, truthfully, the way it was meant, you could buy these at the amount of money that they would sell them to you for. I don't even know what this is, but I want one.
It looks like a grenade launcher.
It looks like a man-portable recoilless rifle to me.
No, it's a rocket-propelled grenade launcher. That's what it is.
Well, the barrel has fucking rifling in it. I don't think the rocket propelled. I mean, maybe it does. I'm not sure.
That looks like a Carl Gustav. Something similar to a Carl Gustav.
Yeah. No, that's an RPG launcher, definitely.
Now, there's a company in the U.S. that is making American RPGs that will take the Comblock rounds, Comblock rockets. I forgot. It's like a Mary Light or something. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, we're shipping. That's something we need here, but apparently they're being shipped over to Ukraine.
I mean,
the Ukrainians need it, but more than we do.
No, they don't. They want to start World War III. Fuck the Ukrainians. Fuck every fucking war that we've ever got into, including this one. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all a lie. Every single one of them in my entire life has been a lie. Every fucking one, without exception.
All right, now we've gotten to the controversy part of the show.
What? That war's a lie? I don't think that's very controversial.
I think it's very controversial.
Which war wasn't a lie, Night Strike?
What? No, I'm saying the fact that you say war is a lie. Well, then that's discounting and saying that all the people that go out and fight in war are doing it for nothing.
So right now, large rifle primers, you could buy them for $80 on Brownells Winchester. For
how much? How many?
You get 2 at a time.
1,000.
2 boxes?
2,000.
Oh, 2,000? Okay.
No, never mind. They're out of stock. Shit.
They're out of stock already.
Yeah.
Already out of stock.
Scott 79 says apparently nobody cares about that you're not supposed to handle guns on live streams anymore. I see people do it all the time.
Well, the thing about it is, it's not a strike that you get. It's a algorithm that gets flagged that can potentially end your stream. So you won't get a strike for it. It'll just be like, oh, the stream's over all of a sudden.
I haven't seen that happen to anybody. So
it's
happened to Honda several times.
It has happened to me, but it's been a while since it has happened. Ooh, what do you got?
What?
Were you itching your forehead with a barrel? That's great.
Yeah, that's good safety boost.
Can someone see what's wrong with this?
Yeah, it's not all the way forward.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
He came inside of the barrel, so it won't lock forward now.
No, that's why there's something stuck behind the barrel there.
That's why there's tissue paper there. Jesus Christ, fuck me.
So I could take and dry fire this and still have a working trigger.
Check these guys out. These are the recoil. There's an Amber Alert.
Amber Alert.
Uh-oh. We gotta go save someone's kid.
These are the recoil balance AK-74s. They're not called a 74. It's something else, but
10 something.
N015. No, that's just what it says on it. I have no idea. These are fucking cool, though. Although it makes an AK, which is very simple and then reliable because of its simplicity, into something that's very complicated, and so therefore is not as reliable. I have heard from Gun Jesus. Gun Jesus told me.
Did he?
Yeah. A monk says Korea was a war that we weren't lied into.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, are we supposed to be getting involved in other countries' civil wars?
No.
Was Korea a civil war?
Technically.
So technically, it was a lie that got us into that. Okay, there we go. Got it.
So was Vietnam.
The only reason we inserted ourselves into the Korean War was because the other side were communists and we were trying to stop communism.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the other side was China.
The same thing with Vietnam, and look how that went. Yeah.
Everyone's saying AK-107. Okay, there we go. Yeah. That's what it is. And then someone else said AN-94. I think you're wrong because everyone else said AK-107.
Yeah, the AN-94 has like a double barrel system. It's weird.
Yeah, the AN-94 is pretty sweet.
Supposedly, the Vietnam was actually over rubber.
Supposedly.
Really? Yep. Because we were heading into, because of the space age and all the new composites and all that shit. And I believe at the time, Vietnam was one of the biggest productions of rubber and silicone and whatnot.
Oh, was that is that multi caliber
That makes
combat
sense.
weapon system or something? Some shit right there.
No, it's the FN FS 2000.
Okay,
Yeah,
this is
FS
2000.
2000. That thing's ugly as shit.
Ugly
Yeah,
as sin, yes.
Yep. That one
And
is, yeah.
well, one thing that's cool about it is that it ejects out the front.
That was really the only upside.
Yeah.
It ejaculates out the front. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I could buy one, fuck it, dude. Why not? But they'd probably be like $1 million.
I bet you they're about 10,000 now.
Yeah, like 9,000 more than I'd be willing to spend.
Was that FN 3000?
FN 2000.
I used to be able to get them for $1,200 to $1,400.
Actually, they're going for about 5 right now on Gunbroker.
It's
New
an
in box.
FN over 3,000. Over 3,000?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. That's 9,000.
Oh, over
I've
9,000. Damn it! I fucked up.
I've shot one of those, and they're comfy. They're comfy, but they're just way too bulky. I mean, they're good range toys, I guess.
Does anyone still use these, or do they just fucking like make them and they're like, no one likes them? Fuck it.
I don't think they even make them anymore.
They
Right,
don't.
exactly.
They're out of production.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're only some civilians have them.
Only
You could buy one now for for 4,900.
Belgium uses them. India uses some of them. Libya had some. Pakistan, Peru, Poland, Saudi Arabia has some. Slovenia has some, and Spain.
Slovenia.
Yeah, apparently Hamas has some too.
Fancy.
It's pronounced Hamas.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's H-A phlegm M.
Yes, yes, yeah, but it's more pronounced. It's phlegm and then M.
I thought
More
this was
phlegm.
I thought this was a pretty cool picture. This is a U.S. soldier showing him how his M16 works, and then he's got his whatchamacallit gun.
I think it's a FAL. FNFAL.
Yeah, FNFAL. That's totally
Yeah.
what it is.
We got a foul. Yeah.
Or the whatchamacallit gun, as I just coined.
It's the whatchamacallit. It's the wing-a-ding.
I mean, that's what they call it in Australia. It's the Wendigo. The dingo ate your baby.
He's like, now this square thing, here's where you put your penis. and then you hit this button right next to it whenever you're bottomed out.
Just don't clean it while you got your pants off and it's hot outside.
What he's really saying is, what you got to do is take the magazine out your britches and put the biddles inside the hole there.
And then you hit this button to close the bolt.
Corey's muted. He's afraid of spiders. Australia has spiders. Okay. To open carry or not to open carry? That is the question. I think when you're not paying attention, you have no situational awareness, and you're leaning over a counter with people standing behind you. You
really
probably
shouldn't be
shouldn't be open carrying, but let's take a look.
That's dumb. Just took his stuff.
That sucks, man.
You'd have had to shot me before I let you take my own gun.
There's
at
another
least-
angle of that video somewhere too.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, man. You gotta, if you're gonna open carry, you gotta fucking be ready to not let someone grab it off of you like that guy just did.
Well, if you're open carry, you better have forms of retention.
That's
Yeah,
another good
retention
point.
holster.
Yeah.
Retention holster.
It's a very good point.
It's possible he's just got it on his belt line.
No, he was probably Mexican carrying it.
No, I believe he actually had it in a holster. Because you can see in the other video.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's also why you carry a backup, so you could fucking just reach for your backup.
Shoot him in the back.
I always
But
do.
But it looked like a cheap holster. So.
Yeah, no one ever expects the New York reload.
Unless you're in New York.
That's where you just have another gun. By the way.
Yeah. New York reload, another gun. Yep.
Yeah. When I carry,
Welcome back.
I carry a Glock, and then in my bag is a G2C. I always carry a bag with me.
Okay,
Your
and then
prison wallet? Is that what you're saying in your back? Your prison wallet? I'm just fucking with you.
In my
No,
fag
you're-
bag.
your
Ah.
fag.
Oh no, wife does not. Wife does not want me to wear a fanny pack. Heck no.
You don't want to look like
Ooh.
the Yankee Marshal and wear a fanny pack?
Exactly. Well, that's one reason.
That's one of the reasons. Yeah.
So
We all know the other reason, so we'll move on from there.
So this chat, I guess, isn't entirely about guns. It's also about fuck the police, because this guy is a New York police officer who was charged for killing his 8-year-old son and convicted of second-degree murder because he forced his 8-year-old son to live inside of their unheated garage, and the child died of hypothermia.
Jesus.
Oh no!
Kind of
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy in the ass with like the dildo from Seven.
He kind of looks like
Right.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, fuck Aaron Rodgers lookalike with
What the hell's wrong with this
Seven
piece of
dildo.
shit?
How could you do that to your son? That's insane.
Dude, how could you do that to a kid? It doesn't even matter if it's not your son, but especially your son.
Yeah,
Fuck this guy, dude.
If I had 2 rooms only in my house and one of them is unheated, and it's Wisconsin, for example, I'm gonna live in the unheated place. My son would be comfortable. You always put your child before you piece of shit.
Yeah, and he didn't even give him blankets. Look, without any blankets.
Oh, he's autistic.
Even worse.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is he's not gonna last very long, right?
I mean, I hope he doesn't, and then he goes straight to hell, and the devil fucking plays like Russian buttlet with him for the rest of eternity.
Had the fucking pineapple in his ass like in that movie with Hitler. Little
Yeah,
Nicky.
like
Oh yeah, Little Nicky, that's a movie.
Painful Side Up. Yes, agreed. Okay, I saw this. This is hilarious. Oklahoma man driving stolen vehicle caught with rattlesnake, uranium, whiskey, and firearm.
Okay. I'm not surprised he had a rattlesnake with him or whiskey because he's driving a stolen vehicle. I just want to know where the hell he got the uranium.
No shit.
I'm not even asking where he got the firearm because he probably stole it from someone or he had it on him already. That's not the question.
Oklahoma.
Where the fuck do you find uranium? That's what I'd like to know.
He probably got it from
that's what I'd like to know,
that
too.
sold the shit to fucking Ukraine.
Well, now you guys are all on a list because you want to know where to find uranium.
No, we're looking at the article. We're like, where the fuck did he find uranium?
Especially in backward fucking Oklahoma.
Yeah, especially in Oklahoma. It's like I guess we've gotten to the point where Back to the Future said you can just go to the local corner store and buy uranium and plutonium.
It could be like a depleted round that he probably got his hands on somehow. Probably a depleted uranium round.
You can go around in certain areas of the country where they mine for uranium with a Geiger counter and pick up certain like rocks that look a certain way and point the Geiger counter at them, and it'll tell you if there's uranium in there or not.
Yeah, it's gonna be U-238 if that's the case.
But that's not like refined uranium. That's just like
It's not U-235. It's U-238.
Exactly. Yep.
Because they got to refine it and change it from 38 to 35.
My question is, what is he planning on doing with the stolen fucking vehicle, rattlesnake, uranium, whiskey, and firearm?
He's loaded for bear, man.
Combination.
He's gonna make some meth.
He's ready for anything. What can't you do with all that is my question.
It's either he was going to make some gnarly drug, or he was going to make irradiated rattlesnakes. I'm not sure which.
Mutants, drunk ones.
Drunk, mutant irradiated rattlesnakes.
That's
right. Maybe he watched too many episodes of Spider-Man when the irradiated spider bites him. Possibly. And he was planning something like that. I don't know.
Get his powers from the rattlesnake.
That entire headline makes sense when you realize
Snake Man.
the
Snake
entire
Man.
headline
Yep,
makes sense
Calhoun.
there when you realize that the stolen vehicle was from a military base.
That would make much more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're possibly.
Then we know where he got the uranium. It was already in the vehicle.
Right.
Okay, and this isn't about guns either. It's just hilarious because Kathy Griffin got her account permanently suspended off of Twitter because she changed her name to Elon Musk and was saying all of these things about how Elon Musk supports this Democrat and that Democrat right before an election.
Well, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Like I was looking at it earlier, dude. And so there's this meme going around.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. Oh, holy shit, dude.
That's great.
Fucking great.
It's the best thing I've seen all day.
I don't know. TDS is like the worst thing. I don't understand. I just still don't. TDS is just bullshit.
Hey,
Well, I mean,
Kyle was the one that
it's
tweeted
these
out.
people who've bought into a lie so wholeheartedly that they've taken a jab in their arm and they've yelled at their neighbors for not wearing a mask and they've kept their kids home from sports and school, and like they've been so wrong about so much that going back on it now would be admitting how much they've been wrong about everything, and there's too much pride involved with that for them to allow them to do that, is my opinion. But I don't know. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's just that they drink the tap water.
Drank too much Kool-Aid.
I am a criminal. I don't buy guns at stores. I don't care about your stupid gun laws. Background checks won't stop me. Keep focusing on good people. That's exactly what I want.
Yep.
Exactly fucking true.
We need to show that to every anti-gunner.
Right.
It won't sink in. They'll ignore it.
Yeah, I know.
I argue with anti-gunners all the time about well, the criminals are going to get their guns, so we need to have guns in the hands of citizens, and they keep saying, no, we need more monitor. We need to monitor. We need more ways to keep guns out of the hands of people. It's like, you know how draconian it would be to make sure that even criminals would have no guns. That means you have to have cameras in every corner. That means you have to have like checks in the house.
Yeah, but if you're not doing anything wrong, what do you care?
You realize that's the goal. The goal is to create a police state where they traded their freedom in for security. Yet, those that trade their freedom for security deserve neither.
Exactly.
Therefore, they're always being monitored by the state, and you get into the point where, hey, Minority Report, that shit happens then.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I grew up in the Philippines. Guns were not allowed. I mean, back in the 80s, especially, no civilian was allowed a gun, and yet there's a shitload of guns. And the criminals got guns all the time, and even some civilians have guns. And the only way that you can really enforce the no gun thing is to just pretty much monitor the lives of everyone 24/7.
Dude, I mean, the best example I can think of is Mexico. Mexico, you can technically own a gun. Do you know how many gun stores there are in Mexico where you can legally buy a gun?
0. Not 1.
There is one. There's literally one store in all of Mexico. It's in Mexico City. You have to pay politicians off in order to get a license to get it. The guns that you can have that are legal for you are very limited. That's why they all love their 38 Super and shit like that, right? And how many people get murdered with guns in Mexico every fucking year? It's off the charts. It's off the chain. They're fighting fucking like 18-wheelers full of dead bodies. They're digging up holes to make a garden and finding 100 people in body bags buried a foot underneath the ground, and they can't grow their avocados or whatever they're trying to grow. And is it just me, or is that gun really dirty? Look at that barrel.
That's a Jimenez.
A Jimenez?
That looks like a Jimenez, or I forgot what that's called.
It could be a high point.
No, it's too small. The front's too small. That looks like a freaking Jimenez. Just looking at the sights.
Yeah, it's not bulky enough to be a high pizzy.
That looks like pot metal. Even the barrel looks like it's pot metal.
Oh, who's here? Oh, it's Leo. Speaking of the people who can't buy guns, and yet there's lots of gun fucking crime. Chicago, how's it going, buddy?
It's mutual combat.
Mutual combat.
And remember, you got to say it properly. It's called Chirac.
Chirac.
No, nobody
Chi-town.
in Chicago says Chirac.
They call it Chi-town.
What's up, Leo?
What's going on? So what's happening?
We're just doing a gay frog gun chat because that's what I felt like doing tonight. Fucking Power Rangers, motherfucker.
No, that's Kim Possible.
Yeah, exactly.
I just wonder, like, why is there Kim Possible freaking ringtone
Yeah.
or something?
God, you guys are nerds because you knew that.
TV. I watched a lot of it when I was younger.
You watched a lot of Kim Possible?
I watched a lot of TV, and there was a lot of shit on it. So
I hated that show, but the damn freaking tone was pretty much everywhere for me. My name, 380 Jimenez.
Delaware sued over under 21 gun ban. Do you think they're going to win? I think they will, especially with the
Bruin versus Bruin. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already challenging the 30-round magazine shit in Colorado and other things based upon the Bruin decision, and they're delaying as much as they possibly can to send it through the courts here. So we'll see how long that takes. Thank you, Polis.
Speaking of Bruin, today Arm Scholar just did a story on. Do you guys remember that guy who took his gun? He was from Massachusetts. He had a Massachusetts carry license, and he went to Washington, D.C. with a gun and thought his carry permit was fine, and he got arrested for it. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Well, he won his case.
Did he?
Really? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They didn't cover that on the news, did they? No.
Hell no.
No, look up Armed Scholar. He's one of my favorite channels out there, and he pretty much said now there's going to be a question on people with misdemeanors being able to carry guns if they have a non-violent misdemeanor. Now they're not going to be able to be denied for that shit.
I blame it all on this guy.
Children and I suffered the pressure. Let me start off with 2 words. Made in America. Made in America.
Shit.
That's 3 words. That's 3 words, you bumbling idiot.
No shit.
No, he's saying made in America.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think he says a made in America. You know, the ones that like to snip.
In Oregon, when he was here a few weeks ago, he said only 2 rounds should have 8 bullets in it.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he said 8 rounds. No, 8 bullets per round. That's what he said.
Or what? Yeah.
Oh my god.
You mean like a buckshot?
Yeah, that would be a buckshot.
I was just about to say,
Hey,
who
I'll be
in the
okay
hell?
with.
Not about to say, who in the hell sounds like Infernus? Oh, it's Infernus. Okay.
That is Infernus.
Right.
I would be okay with 10-round magazines if each bullet's going to shoot 8 at a time. So.
Grape shot. That's what. Yeah, that's.
What the hell is that?
What is that? Yeah. Somebody playing something in the background.
Stop watching.
That
TV.
is.
What in the
Sound like someone was fucking getting their freak on.
What in the name of Joe Biden was that shit? Jared Polis bans guns. Jared Polis signed SB 21-256, lifting the state preemption law on gun bans. Local governments passed several gun bans. Jared Polis says he's libertarian.
That's my problem with the law.
Polis is responsible for more gun bans than any governor, but he keeps it a secret.
And that's my problem with a lot of these libertarian candidates. They say they're libertarians. The Libertarian Party fields them, but when you look at their former records, they're all Democrats that voted for anti-gun shit. Yet they say they're a libertarian, so they get a free pass.
Well, the thing is, he's not a libertarian because he's literally a Democrat. Even if he says he's libertarian, he runs as Democrat. So you can say libertarian, but that doesn't mean libertarian, especially if you're a Democrat.
Like Bill Maher used to say, he was a libertarian for years.
You know, it's just like Gary Johnson said he was a libertarian, but he was anti-gun too, and he ran on a presidential ticket as a libertarian.
That's fucking stupid, dude. How can you call yourself libertarian and at the same time be anti-gun, meaning pro-government restriction of people being able to buy things? That makes
he was given an actual firearm and he threw it away.
Yep.
That's not libertarian.
He also
not
played
libertarian.
well as his VP pick that year.
No, you could be libertarian and not like guns, but you wouldn't want to control them.
Right, exactly. You could say, I don't like guns. I don't want anything to do with guns, but I'm not going to make any law or have any government standard for what you can and cannot buy as far or carry or use for a gun. That would be the libertarian point of view. Like libertarian point of view could be like, I'm not okay with, I don't like women having abortions, but I don't think that we should have any laws stopping them. That's libertarian. A wolf attacks a sheep, the sheep dies. Other sheep observe the killing and notice that teeth killed sheep. The sheep remove their own teeth for their own safety.
No, they don't.
Perfect logic. Obviously, you have to move your own teeth.
Yeah, because teeth kill. So
Who's
everyone give up
watching
your
the
teeth.
news in the background?
In your hands. Yeah, who's watching news?
Not me.
It's okay. We like the news. We like to see what they're lying about now.
I blame Ohio Patriot because he's muted, and it makes perfect sense to me.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All his fault.
All his fault.
Winning.
All right. Look at this. These fucking these like little shoddy things. What are these called?
Cerbus?
Shockwaves.
Those are,
Shockwave, okay.
I don't know, man.
Are
I
they?
want one. I don't know, but I want one. Look at them. They're cool. How many rounds is that hold? Like 3?
Yeah,
Feels like it. Yep.
about.
3 + 1.
Hey, if you keep loading them in as fast as you can while shooting them, hey, it's pretty much infinite as long as whatever you have in your belt.
Yeah, tactical reload, bitches.
Just like with the lever action guns.
And what is this thing? Is that a Taurus?
MMP, I think.
MNP, that shark tooth pattern on the what do they call this? The grip. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, no, that's MNP.
Okay.
What on the left? No, that's not an MP.
What?
Yeah, that's
Which
not
one
an
you talking
MFP. That looks kind of like
A Walter.
yeah. Look at the grip.
The grip angle? Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, the
and
grip angle.
stippling on it isn't no.
Someone said
Okay.
that's an HK.
So those are
Yeah,
the
that might be good,
Serbu super
Subaru
short
shorty. Yeah.
Sir, yeah,
Serbu. Okay. Yeah, that's the Serbu. Okay, that's an HNK. It's I need my
And
glasses.
then
But yeah, okay.
Sig and a Glock. Yay. Yay. This
What
gun,
the fuck is that abomination?
this is the gun John Wilkes Booth used to kill Abraham Lincoln. Makes sense to me.
He was a
What
time
fucking
cop.
kind of scope is that, dude? Jesus Christ.
What?
The scope?
On what, the AR pistol?
No, on that monstrosity.
Oh, never mind. No, I'm delayed. Holy mother of mercy! What the fuck?
You
Wait a minute. That's a little optimistic for that type of gun.
See, this is what you did to your Mosin, okay? You did this to your Mosin.
That's when you got to drive by into the future.
It almost reminds me of this, but it's
Well,
it's even worse.
Yours is tasteful. That is just like ridiculous.
No, what you have to do with that thing is you have to angle it because on that range you're gonna have to lob your rounds, not aim it directly. No, you're treating your gun as artillery at this point.
Have you shot that Honda?
Yeah, this thing shoots amazing. This thing the trigger's fucking awesome because it's got the 3.5 pound drop-in trigger because that's the only one that I could get to fit in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is the COVID 15.
It's COVID 15, yeah.
Yeah.
The COVID 15 looks more tasteful than that Uzi because, yeah, I mean, why would you put a bipod on that thing?
I don't know, but I think the COVID 15 needs a bipod now. When I think about it,
You can get one. You've got a
3.
rail. You got a bottom rail. You got one.
yeah.
Tripod.
Well, it's got tripod with a laser scope,
Yeah, you good.
the infrared laser.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I need. Then I'll be set.
You need a drum mag for that COVID 15.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
All right, Kyle Rittenhouse gets 2 thumbs up for me. You're number 11. Number 11. Yeah. The left did everything possible to sacrifice me for politics. They failed. Now they want me to go away and be quiet. Not going to happen. They gave me this platform. I'm going to use it vigorously to defend the Second Amendment and gun rights.
Good on you, young sir.
I've heard a couple of interviews of him lately, and I like him more now than I did before when he was on trial.
I mean, I don't think he's particularly well spoken. I don't think he's particularly intelligent or informed about things. But I do like the kid's fucking attitude, and he does nothing but fucking win. So,
right.
Yeah, I mean, he's still young, and I mean, he's barely. I don't know. He's still fucking wet behind the ears. So.
He was 17 when this shit happened.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not holding it against him. By any means.
No, I'm not either. I'm not either. But I mean, the left for the longest time, the left that said that one kid from Parkland go on and on and on for him, and now we've got Kyle Rittenhouse. So I think it evens out.
Well, and I think it's funny. The leftist narrative about the whole thing was that Kyle Rittenhouse went to cross state lines with a rifle to a Black Lives Matter protest, which was actually a riot, and shot a bunch of black people. And the court system is so corrupt that they let him get away with it.
He was living. His parents are divorced. His mom lives, in another state, and his father lived in Kenosha, and he was staying with his father.
Yep.
He lived there
because he at the time he was still a minor, and when you're a minor, you live with your goddamn parents.
I didn't.
Exactly, and that rifle was locked in the safe in the basement of his buddy that actually lived there in Kenosha.
Apparently, that guy was his sister's boyfriend. Apparently,
yeah.
Well, I just don't understand how crossing state lines somehow makes it more illegal or something.
But here's the thing:
they were trying to push
technically, that would be considered a straw purchase under the law.
But they didn't charge him with that.
No, because they thought they were going to get him for murder.
Right, so they overcharged him. They should have gone for the straw purchase, and they would have got him.
For a minor, I would probably been more the sister's boyfriend would have been in more trouble.
Right, or his friend who got it for him, or whatever it was. Yeah.
Did you recently? Did you guys recently see his video with what's his name, Brandon Herrera?
AK Jesus. Yeah.
He was with AK Jesus for a bit. They shot a few guns. They even tried the dick and drill. Yeah.
I still haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, they shot some fully auto. I think he had a scar, and he shot from a helicopter. So yeah, he's living life.
Yeah, shoot a belt-fed machine gun too.
Mm-hmm. He's dating a TikTok, not like a TikTok. I think it's TikToker or an e-girl.
Okay, I saw this one, and I don't know anything about this. I don't know if this is true or not. I'm assuming it is. I'm going to go ahead and go forward like it's true. Tupac, you know who Tupac is, shot two off-duty cops for harassing a black man on Halloween 1993 in Atlanta, Georgia. He was later acquitted because the crooked cops were drunk and in possession of stolen guns. Reports of this incident can be heard in the intro to Me Against the World. It's just me against the world, baby. Me against the world. I got nothing to lose.
Scott Patterson asked, how the hell would that be a straw purchase?
Because you can't knowingly buy a gun for someone else. I work at an FFL.
I'll just ask the question for him.
Yeah.
We can't validate this story because Tupac's been dead since '96.
They have crack sprinkled on them.
Supposedly, he's
they're just sprinkling crack like that one dude sprinkles pepper and salt and shit.
Did you guys ever see that? Did you guys ever see that Dave Chappelle skit where they were playing some Tupac and he was saying stuff that are very current? It's like I wrote the song in '94, and he was mentioning stuff about George W. Bush and shit. But I wrote the song in '94.
That was on Chappelle Show. Yeah. Actually.
Yeah, Chappelle.
Knives is commenting out there saying Biggie Smalls was better.
Biggie Smalls was good, but dude, you can't beat the OG, man. I'm sorry. You're wrong, Knives.
Pot was a better storyteller. Biggie Smalls was a better rapper, as far as lyrical wordplay and stuff like that.
And post-production, I'll give him that, yes. But you still got to give it to the motherfucking OG. Free to carry, forced to carry. In what state are you not allowed to have an abortion currently? Anywhere?
Well, I mean, like my wife didn't find out she was
Texas?
pregnant until 30 weeks into it. And at that point, it was too late.
Okay, but granted, okay, we'll say that.
Right.
Yes, that's true. Right. But can you still, like, if you were like, really, I cannot have a baby right now. Things are bad. We can't do this. My husband left me. My dad died of cancer. My mom's a bitch. Fucking, Biden's in office. Like, you know where you can go? Up until you're in labor. Do you know where you can go? Colorado. We'll give you an abortion here for free. You can be in labor. We'll kill that motherfucker in the birth canal for you. Don't worry about it.
You know, someone who's poor as fucking Florida ain't going to be able to travel to.
Oh, there's actually an answer for that, too, because there's funds and ways that people can get travel expenses paid for to travel to Colorado, specifically for the reason of they need to have an abortion. So, yeah, you're welcome, everybody. Colorado solved it. Yay. And honestly, dude, like, in the whole abortion debate, my theory on it is that there shouldn't be any law. Again, libertarian, you shouldn't stop a woman from getting an abortion if she wants to have an abortion. There shouldn't be any kind of law to stop them from doing that. However, there also shouldn't be any law to stop me from having my First Amendment right to call that person, if it fits, a fucking murdering whore. And I'm not saying every woman that gets an abortion is a murdering whore, but certainly there's a lot of murdering whores out there.
You know, the other libertarian message would be taxation is theft, and I shouldn't have to pay taxes to fund that shit.
Yeah, well, I do. I pay taxes for it, unfortunately. You're right. You're right on that one.
I'm right on that one. And I hate to say it like that. I'm not trying to downplay the whole libertarian thing. No. I'm pro-libertarian. It's just the fact is they go on about the whole taxation is theft thing. So, sorry.
I don't know. That's one that Matt espouses all the time. He's like, well, we should stop them from having abortions and law. And I'm like, dude, good luck. That's not correct. When you really break it down and think about it, that's not correct. There should be social pressure on them to not do it, potentially, right?
This whole thing started like getting way out of hand is when you had states pushing for 2 weeks after birth.
Yeah.
I don't even think this would be an issue right now if it was left around 20 to 25 weeks outside of a medical emergency.
Well, isn't there a politician that's advocating to abort your child up to 18 years old if they're not productive member of society or some shit like that?
Yeah, it's probably in New York. It's this guy who just like leaves the kid in the fucking garage without blankets.
Hey, we all like the movie 300, right? What did they do to kids when they believe it wouldn't be right? It'll be weak.
You see, the fact is they expect the kids to crawl out of that, not to die.
No, from birth, right? They had a pit where they throw the babies at.
Yeah. Scott Patterson, you might want to go read number 9. I think it's number 19. Are you purchasing this for yourself? If you hit no, it gets automatically canceled. So yes, I know how transfers work.
And then the authorities get involved.
You can't even buy one for your wife. If you actually go to a gun store, I'm buying this for my wife, they'll say she has to fill out the background check.
Yeah, you can pay for it, but she has to fill out the 4473.
Well, in Texas, you can do that.
I don't remember. Okay, here in Arizona, I don't remember. I bought a Winchester shotgun from my dad. I remember putting in there.
That's under the gifting thing.
Okay, so
if you buy it and then decide you want to give it to one of your family members, that's fine. Because that's under the gift provision.
I think it's up to like your first or second cousin.
Yeah, because I know I put down not for me on the thing, and they still let me have it.
Same thing. It's like I built an AR-15. My uncle wanted one, and so I gave one to my uncle who lived in Phoenix. So
across state lines,
I brought it with me.
Jail him.
I mean, I think it's all bullshit. I'm just saying that's how it is now.
Yeah,
it is all bullshit.
Nice. Which one would you guys rather have? Would you rather have the AR-9 with the Scorpion mags or the I don't even know what that is.
Is that
That
almost
looks
an
like a
MP5 clone of something?
Yeah,
clone.
it's not an
Looks like
MP5, but
a
it looks
Zenith?
like
It's a 9mm clone. Yeah,
Zenith.
it's
Oh,
an
there you go.
MP5 clone of some sort.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a Zenith one.
It's either a Zenith or it's the Sentry.
Oh, what do you got, Revo?
My X-Star.
Your
Back it up,
X-Star F9.
back it up a little bit. It's too close.
Hold it
Yep,
up a little
pull it
higher.
up. Yep,
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, Glock mags, gay. Sorry.
It takes Glock mags. You know, I've seen AR-15 9mm lowers that take MP5 mags. I kind of want one of those.
I like mine that takes the Scorpion mags. I really like the Scorpion mags. I think they're, like that double feed, double fucking stack mag is pretty fucking reliable. They're cheap. They're
What
good.
about
I like
this one?
Oh, what do you
Oh
got?
shit. Oh shit. What you got?
The Street Ball.
Oh, Street Bog, yeah. Well
The
shit, since we're
Strybog.
doing PCCs, fuck me, hold on.
I don't have a PCC.
Oh, here we go again. Like
Well,
last
well,
night.
no. Technically, I have the original PCC, which is the M1 carbine.
We got this bad boy right here.
That's
Right
nice. Everybody's showing the guns I can't purchase. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah,
it's fun. Just watch it.
No, the
You
reason
like
why I
that?
get Glock, I mean, Glock mags just make sense to me. I got a shitload of them. I can use them on every gun. So,
But
I know-
they just suck to load, man.
no, not for me. I use a Palula and they're just fine.
Well, like these guys, again, it's double feed,
Yeah, the
double
double
stack.
feed. It's a lot
Double
easier to
stack,
load,
yeah.
and a lot
These are
quicker
super
to
They are.
load.
They are easy to
Yeah.
load. Yep.
I just don't like having to have multiple mags that I have to store somewhere. I only one gun, one bag, multiple guns that can access them.
One gun
Yeah.
to rule them all.
Exactly. And speaking, this is not a PCC,
Or
but
one mag to rule them
this
all.
one mag. This is my Ruger PC carbine that also takes Glock mags. And this actually was started it all.
Dang.
It's like I need to get a Glock, so I decided, because of this guy. And I can switch it to the Ruger Security 9 mags, which I also have a Security 9. But
Yeah,
fucking
I have
ones
a
are fucking expensive.
Ruger PCC as well. Hey, Van Drake, check the private chat.
Josh dropped in $2. It says, I worked for a gun store and you can gift guns.
Oh, global audience.
Yeah, but why don't you mark no on that
Alright.
question and see what happens?
yeah. They'll come. They'll,
Because
they'll
it
come
automatically reads it out. It actually cancels the sale and reads it out. So if you're not using updated software, you might be right, but with
well,
the new software, it automatically cancels the whole thing and kicks me out of that.
yeah, but
that
doesn't it
transaction.
also inform the authorities for that too?
I'm not sure about that.
Because that's technically lying on a form, isn't it?
We got a spammer.
I got rid of him
Spammer.
already.
All
Spammer.
right.
Oh, no love for them.
X dropped in 5 and says, Rittenhouse was going to have it transferred legally when he turned 18. He didn't own it, but was allowed to use it legally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was it technically a straw purchase? Okay, so like we go to the gun store. I'm 17. You're 18. You can buy the gun. I can't. I give you money. You fill out the 4473. You take the gun home with you, and you have that gun until I turn 18, and then you transfer it to me. Is that a straw purchase?
They might consider that a straw purchase, yes.
They might
because you are knowingly buying it for someone else who can't purchase at that moment.
There you go. I don't know, man.
I thought it was only a straw purchase if you bought a gun for somebody that you know that they're not allowed to have guns. Like if it's somebody like, oh, I bought a gun for my mom and she has a concealed carry license, and you specifically went and bought that gun for her for maybe.
I
like
went
a birthday,
to and I got to go
can't
out of
be a straw
town
purchase.
and go to an actual thing that was run by the ATF, and they said no, I can't even go into a gun store and say I'm buying this for my wife who can legally have guns. They will. They will tell you to leave.
I was at the gun store with like picking up a gun, and there was a mom and a son who were picking up a gun, but she bought it with her credit card, so it was shipped to the store under her name. And they made her fill out a 4473 and waited for her to pass the background check and then made the son fill out a 4473 5 seconds later. I thought that was a little weird. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work, but
because they're now closing FFLs who are not following the actual law.
Yeah, that's true, dude. You gotta, if you're an FFL, you really gotta fucking cross your T's and dot your lowercase J's.
I think it's fucking stupid. I think the whole system is stupid, but that is how it is.
All right, Honda, I gotta go. I'll see you later. Thanks.
All right.
See ya.
Good night.
Later, GOP against gun safety shall not be infringed, even if the shooter is in your child's school. Vote Democrat. One more shot to save our lives. The Big Blue.
Yeah, because that blue wave.
I feel like that guy's got that scope really, really close to his eye. Or is that one of those Russian scopes that's supposed to be like that?
It's one of those Russian scopes.
Okay, all right.
That looks like a PSL.
And this girl says, I bet you don't. I bet you own a gun. And then the guy says, I bet you don't. And then she says, no, I don't need one and won't be led to believe I do, like sheep like you, coward. Like, God damn it, dude. Just makes me upset. Like, you just don't have any logic to your arguments, and yet you're allowed to go on the internet and make them anyway. I guess freedom of speech, blah, blah, blah. But you should also be able to fucking be slapped down with reality and fucking logic. But, you know, it's just me.
Yeah, he's
Just
the
let
sheep.
her have.
He's the sheep.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Just let her have one good scare where she gets robbed or something, and then she'll rethink her position.
Yeah, she's the sheep who removed her teeth because she saw the wolf eat a fucking sheep with its teeth, as we were looking at earlier.
Yeah.
Paul Pelosi's attacker didn't have a gun, which probably saved his life. Bloomberg. What if Paul did have a gun and knew how to use it? Any rational person?
Well, then he would be one of those privileged class in California that has a gun.
Josh dropped in 5 and said, what we had people do who were buying guns as gift answer yes on that question, and you can buy a gun and sell it later. It's just the timing of when.
Where does this say gift on the form?
Yeah, that's another problem.
Might have been allowed before. I have never seen an option where you can put gift. Not on the current form. It got changed last year.
Well, didn't it get changed to add like transgender to the?
That was one of the things. It's X, yes, non-binary. They added non-binary.
I don't remember ever seeing a spot where you click gift.
No, it's not on there. Is why.
Yeah.
Again, I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't have all the answers. I wish I did.
Okay, to this guy, I said, like roaches voting for Raid. This guy.
Oh,
I'm
that chick said that on the news channel. I mean, Oprah. I think it was Oprah that said it.
Yeah, which is why it's a meme going around. And why he said,
Yeah.
this motherfucker. I'm a 62-year-old white man born in Arkansas, 30 years in the Army. Again, fucking Army people having that fucking like, oh, well, we're trained and you're not. And the enemies have the guns and we know how to use them and you don't, so you shouldn't have them.
Yeah, like I told you about that Marine.
30 years in the Army. Served in Gulf War and Afghanistan. Dad served in World War II. FIL served, what is that?
Father-in-law.
Okay, thank you. Served in Vietnam. Both sons served in Iraq. I taught high school. I like guns, but I voted for Jones for AR, who is a Democrat. So I guess I'm radical left. No, it means you're fucking dumb.
It means
as
you're
fuck.
a moron.
It means you're retarded. It means that you don't have brain cells going on in here. It's full of mercury and fucking like crazy bats and shit. You ever hear the term batshit crazy? Bats in the belfry. You know what that's all about?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
I've heard of it, but
I've heard of it.
Remember?
Okay, so the term batshit crazy literally comes from people's attics where bats live and the bats poop. There's a bacteria that fucking seeps through the walls and through the ceiling and gets into your brain and makes you literally crazy. There you go.
That's true.
The more you know.
But look, him right there. When people ask what law enforcement and military personnel are willing to go door to door and collect people's guns, he's right there. If given the order to go and to go door to door and take people's guns, he would
He'll
do
be
it.
the first one in line.
Yeah, anyone who spends 30 years in the army is just like, I have no decision-making skills of my own. I will do what my superiors tell me to do. I'm a good little lapdog.
That's what basic training is for. Is to break you. Is to turn you into an animal instead of your own personal thinking human being. Is to turn you into do as I say, dog. Follow orders. Shoot.
Only
when I tell you
those
to
that went to
shoot.
officer school and college get to think.
Well, and the thing is, like, that's why they like the enlisted people to be 18, 19, 20, because you're still
Yeah.
impressionable. You haven't, like, developed your worldview yet. There's a lot of things that you don't know, and so that they can mold you into what they want you to be. When you go in at, like, 30, they don't like it so much. Well, not only because you're 30 and you're not as physically fit as you would be potentially as a 20-year-old, but also because you, by that point, presumably,
You got a
have
mind
a
of your own.
worldview and have fucking experience about how the world works, and will resist a lot of that fucking programming that they're trying to fucking pump into your brain.
Yeah, that's why I don't really trust people that say, "Oh, I loved the military. I was in the military. I loved it." It's like, yes, you're brainwashed.
Exactly, dude. Fucking exactly. If Build Back Better was a topless car wash.
And they're not. You can see that.
Is that Night Strike right here?
No. No, I'm the one bending over in the background.
Oh, you're this guy. Got it. Oh, you're this dude? No.
Yeah.
Wait, this guy. Wait, which one? This guy.
I'm not that fat. Fuck you.
I'm just kidding, Night Strike.
No, you're not. You're being a jackass.
Sad to say, Obama looks like the combat veteran compared to the other three. So we got this guy. He's got the girl stance. We got this. Oh my god, dude. He's
No,
not
that's
even
actually.
looking.
Oh,
Oh, go
yeah,
ahead.
but that's actually how some sporting clay shoot.
Yeah.
Did they
'Cause
hit
you're-
anything?
Well, you don't aim with the gun. You aim with you follow the clay. It's way different.
Yeah.
You use the force.
You use the force, right?
Yeah. You're using the force with the barrel.
He turned off his targeting computer. Yeah, there's Obama. He's actually got form. He's looking down the fucking thing. Shoulder stocks where it's supposed to be. Like, that looks correct. And then this motherfucker. Jesus Christ. We're Democrats and we like guns too. Here's a picture of me shooting one for the first time.
God.
I gotta say that girl stance was me the first time I started shooting.
It's most people, dude. I see it every day.
Oops, turns out they weren't witches after all. Mistakes were made on both sides. This is the people asking for amnesty for the fucking COVID shit.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. Fucking witch burners. Feel bad for that blonde. If she wasn't a cartoon, I'd fuck her.
If she is a cartoon, I'll still fuck her.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the end of it. That's all I got. That's all the gun stuff.
All
Every
she
bit of
wrote.
it. Every bit of it. What was your guys' favorite story tonight? Was it Butters shooting people in the dick?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Because we started off with my favorite.
when you were scrolling up, I thought I saw the gun from Overcop. There it is. There it is,
Yeah,
right there.
That is the gun from RoboCop.
That's exactly what I want for Christmas too.
Mm.
There's a company that made one, but honestly, you and I can't buy it.
No, well, there's a conversion kit for 93Rs you can get. but the problem is getting a 93R. You know,
Now this
if
one
it's-
actually shoots it in burst.
If it's you and me, you'd have to use a 92 instead, just because it's semi-auto. Because the original prop gun was made off of a 93R, which, you know, those are full auto. Good luck getting one of those.
I think this is my favorite gun of the night right here.
That's pretty epic.
That's it's awful.
But it needs a cooler for their chopper.
Yeah, the chopper needs a cooler and an extendo.
An extendo, yep.
Oh my god.
I miss that guy. He was fun.
I do too. Dude, honestly, I started watching our Iraq Veteran 88 right when Barry died. And I didn't know it at first because I watched like one video that had Barry in it. And I was like, oh, I like this old guy. And I went back to the very beginning, like, you go sort by like oldest or whatever, and watched like all of the oldest videos. And by the time I got caught up to the most recent video, the most recent video posted was like fucking Eric crying because
Barry
died. And I almost cried because I was like, I love this guy.
Yeah, Barry. Most people watched Iraq Veteran 88 for a long time just to see what Barry's reaction was, because, Barry's the disgruntled old Vietnam War vet.
Well, as far as I was concerned,
I need a slang.
Yeah, and his slang was hilarious.
Eric was the goddamn cameraman, dude.
Yeah,
Barry was the star of the show.
That's what I was about to say.
You mean a sling?
Yeah, that's the only reason why I watched it.
No, he's talking about a slang.
Do you need a hair clip, a banana clip, a chip clip?
He made a cuisine joke at one point.
When they torture test that fucking high point.
Oh my god, that high point.
I mean, Barry
that's
was
funny.
just making... Oh,
Go ahead, buddy. It's funny. The first video is when he's like, he calls high point. He's like, "What do you mean? I need to shake my ammo."
Dude, Barry was great, man. I really do miss him. And
Yeah,
he was just like that ornery old fucking kind of southern like Georgia dude who worked in a fucking gun store for so long that he knew every saying and every trope and heard everything from everybody over the fucking years.
Yeah, he kind of reminded me of a mild version of Arlie Ermy.
Yeah, that's basically what he was, because they were both in the military at the same time.
Yeah.
Quit shooting people in the dick. Well, any last words of wisdom to leave the people with before we close this down here?
Shall not be infringed.
Plainness.
Yeah.
Whoa. My computer did something really weird right then, and he was like, I can't even make the sound. It's like when you said penis, it was like penis.
Don't forget to vote.
Yeah, dude. Tuesday's going to be wild, man.
Yeah.
Although,
don't forget to get out and vote.
I highly predict that most of the votes will not be done counted by the end of the night, even though that's how basically every other fucking election up until 2020 worked for my entire life. But it's
they'll probably stop it mid count and send everybody home, and then
and then truck in more votes later after the fact.
And then you wake up in the morning and all the states that looked like they were definitely going to be Republican one will be flipped to Democrat. Yeah. But that's all natural. That's the way that voting works now.
Yeah.
I feel if that
underneath tables.
I feel if that happens, that's going to cause a schism.
A jism?
A schism. A rebellion.
It won't.
Like the whiskey rebellion.
Don't forget your rattlesnakes.
Yeah, and your uranium, so that you can
don't forget your rattlesnakes, your uranium, your whiskey, and your firearms while you're driving your stolen vehicle.
Oh shit! Josh dropped in 5 and says, "I had a coworker, former Army, tell me that at 30, and obese, that I should join the Army because I looked like I could be a leader."
No.
That's what I want in the Army is 30-year-old obese men.
Yeah.
They'll take on the Chinese.
They can ride in the tanks.
Yep. they're
Just
good.
put on the dress and I'll let you in.
Yeah, just put on the dress.
Well,
Dude, I
that's
was
like
watching this. Oh, good.
that's like what the cops I've been seeing train at our gun club, right? Like the girls are 100 wet, and you're like, yeah, your only option is a gun because if I punched you once, you'd fucking die. And a lot of the dudes look like they're about ready to have a heart attack.
What's the deal with this?
Yeah,
Some dude just walking.
So the guy's walking down the street. Cops stop him. They're like, "What is that in your back pocket?" It's a walking stick that folds up. And they're like, "You have to show us your ID." And he's like, "Fuck no, I don't. Look, it's a walking stick. It's not a weapon. Leave me alone. Let me talk to your supervisor." I watched this earlier. I don't have audio because I don't have my mixer yet. I'm getting my mixer by next week's chat on Sunday or Saturday, whatever. Be that as it may. Tyranny in the streets. Police end up arresting him. Let me skip to the end. Look, arrest him for having a walking stick and failing to ID, even though he wasn't breaking a law. Which is the law, is that you have to be either in the commission of a crime, they have to witness you committing a crime, or that you have to be in strong suspicion of about to commit a crime.
And he was properly walking on the sidewalk, too, so...
And without that, they can't fucking do anything to ID you, and they illegally ID'd him right there and illegally detained and arrested him.
That's a lawsuit.
Yeah, I mean...
If you can find a lawyer to take it.
Hopefully he sues the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope everybody is having a wonderful evening. Gay Frog Chat, peace out. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Guns and Geeks podcast, where Matt's going to splooge all over your faces and turn it into a big bukkake fest.
Don't you do that every night?
Yeah, I mean that's why I said that. So,
yeah.
But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out, everybody. Peace.
Bye, cock.
Shut up,
Later,
eat friends.